Hello guys, welcome back again to my channel. You see this thing called karma is real. Could you imagine that a senator in Nigeria that was causing or that was adding fire that they should suspend Natasha because of her misconduct in the Senate have been arrested by the FBI, ordered by Donald Trump over his own misconduct? You'll be shocked to watch this video and then you see how a Nigerian government are all hypocrites. They are all corrupt. They're not even meant to be on that seat. First of all, take a look at the video where the senator was actually saying that Natasha must be suspended for her misconduct, and then I would like us to take a look where he was arrested in America for misconduct also. Take a look, guys.
Recommends as follows. 1. That the Senate do suspend Senator Natasha Akpoti for 6 months for her total violation of the Senate Standing Rules 2023 as amended for bringing the president, the presiding officer, and the entire Senate in general to public opprobrium.
So guys, so you see how he was even confidently reading out that her misconduct must lead her to suspension, that she is not worthy to be a Senate. And now take a look at how this man was not only arrested, he was disbarred. Just take a look at hear what Donald Trump said and watch his arrest. I think this thing is suiting me. Take a look, guys.
Tonight I am pleased to announce that we have just apprehended the top responsible for that atrocity, and he is right now on his way here to face the swift sword of American justice.
Karma is real. So follow me through this article. Let's say this post. Nigeria Senate ethics chairman Neda Imasuen reportedly disbarred in New York over fraud and misconduct. Neda Imasuen, chairman of the Nigeria Senate Committee on Ethics, has been permanently disbarred from practicing law in the US over allegations of multi-million-dollar fraud and gross misconduct, according to People's Gadget. Documents obtained by People's Gadget reveal that Imasuen was stripped of his legal license after he allegedly swindled a client, accepting legal fee but failing to appear in court on her behalf. A New York court officer confirmed that Imasuen was disbarred after collecting a substantial amount from his clients by name Daphne Sheffield in 2019. Only to abscond without providing legal representation, his actions triggered multiple petitions as they violated New York's bar regulations. Imagine 2009. And then we have some thieves that are yet to be arrested. Even the person like Ayabelo that have been convicted to steal 82 billion naira from the Kogi state when he was the governor. Till today, he's yet to be arrested. But you can see a man that committed a crime for long has been arrested, and this is because Natasha have exposed all of them. Like this woman carry enough of grace. I also like guys to take a look and watch where she reported to the UN. Like she said, this matter is not over until Ababio gets justice, because right now she reported this case to the UN, which I like guys to take a look also. But let's finish this issue of this man that have been arrested. So despite receiving several notices and petitions, Imasuen refused to respond or request an extension, effectively ignoring the disciplinary process rather than face accountability. He fled to Nigeria with Michelle Field funds, evading disciplinary measures from the Grievance Committee, the body overseeing the judicial misconduct. Following multiple failed attempts to secure a response, the Grievance Committee for the 2nd, 11th, and 13th Judicial District officially revoked his legal license on May 10, 2010. A court ruling stated Neda B. Imasuen, admitted as Neda Bernard Imasuen, is disbarred and his name is stricken off from the roll of attorneys and counselors at law. Additionally, the disbarment notice commanded him to cease all legal practice, barring him from appearing before any court, judge, or public authority in any capacity as an attorney. That was thing I saw here that got me amazed. Watch, he said that Imasuen Wait, let me look for that place. Okay, he said Imasuen, rather than facing accountability, he fled to Nigeria. Like, he fled to the state he knows that does not care how corrupt you are. So far you are among the leaders of Nigeria, you can be corrupt as you want. You can imagine the same man that was saying that Natasha should be suspended because she because of misconduct, have also been arrested for the same misconduct. And this one is that he even went ahead to fly to Nigeria, where he recovered, because Nigeria is a place that they cover corrupt leaders, is a place that they cover unaccountable leaders. Could you imagine that he said that instead of being accountable, he left and ran to Nigeria, and the same time he went to comfortably sit on the Senate seat? You could imagine someone that is not accountable, someone that is a hypocrite, comfortably sat in the Senate meeting and have the mind to even read out that Natasha should be suspended because of misconduct, whereas you yourself is the father of misconduct. You could imagine running away with funds of clients and you could not appear in court. Just be accountable, pay back the money or say something, but you kept quiet. You ran back to Nigeria, a home of corrupt leaders. So I'd like us to take a look at watch or listen to how Natasha exposed or reported this same issue of sexual harassment of Akpabio to the UN, and I'll be with you guys in a minute.
Good afternoon, President of the IPU. Good afternoon, colleagues. I come with a heavy heart from Nigeria, but first I'd like to apologize to Honorable Kafila Ogbara. I am not here to bring shame to our country. I'm here to seek help for the women of Nigeria. Again, my name is Senator Natasha Akpoti Udua. 5 days ago, on the 6th of March 2025, I was suspended. As a senator, I was suspended illegally because I submitted a petition of sexual harassment against the President of the Nigerian Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio. I thought that by submitting the petition, he would recuse himself, and both of us will submit ourselves to the Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petition for a fair and transparent investigation. But unfortunately, I was silenced and I was suspended. I was suspended for 6 months, amongst many other stringent conditions, such as taking away my security, taking away all the officials, vehicles, and other items that were handed over to me as a senator. My salaries will be cut off. I must not appear anywhere near the National Assembly. And for 6 months, I'm not to introduce myself or present myself as a senator locally in Nigeria or internationally. That means I'm here illegally. But I had no other place to go but to come here and speak to you women, because this is a bigger picture. This is a bigger picture. It depicts the crisis of women political representation. My suspension is not just about me. It's about the systemic exclusion of women from political leadership in Nigeria. Women make up 3.6% of political offices, and in the Senate it's just 2.8. We have 109 men and only 4 of us are women. So right now it's 108 with only 3 women. This is a clear case of political victimization, punishment for speaking out against impunity, corruption, and gender-based violence. The United Nations Declaration 48/104 declares sexual harassment as a form of gender violence. The Senate's actions are an assault on democracy. I was elected by my constituents to represent them. Yet a few powerful men have unilaterally decided to silence their voices by suspending me for 6 months. My call for an open and transparent investigation into harassment allegations have been met with hostility instead of accountability. If a female senator can be treated this way in the full view of the world, Imagine what ordinary Nigerian women will go through every day in workplaces, in universities, and other aspects of our society. A culture of harassment and silencing must end. And this is not just a Nigerian issue, it's a global one. Women in politics, media, and businesses face threats, intimidation, and violence for simply demanding fairness. From sex for grades scandals in universities to harassment in workplaces and political spaces, Nigerian women have constantly been forced into silence. We need stronger legal protections and a zero culture tolerance for gender-based discrimination and intimidation. My call to the international community is such that the world must not stay silent as democracy and women's rights are rolled back in Nigeria. I call on human rights organizations, women movements, and democratic institutions to hold the Nigerian Senate accountable. Nigeria needs global partners to push for women's political inclusion, safety, and protection from political harassment. You may ask, what are my next steps? I will resist the political intimidation. In the past few days, a number of my colleagues, my male colleagues, have reached out to me and said, Natasha, all you need to do is apologize and retract your statements. And I told them I am not going to apologize. I will not apologize for my truth. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I told them that I will stand the 6-month suspension, and the very first day I return, I will represent my petition on sexual harassment. And I will continue doing so until there is a fair and transparent investigation. I will fight, thank you. I will fight this injustice and continue to represent my constituents, whether the Senate wants to hear me or not. I will work with women's group, civil society, and legal teams to ensure that this unconstitutional suspension is squashed. This is bigger than me. This is about ensuring that no other woman in politics or public office will ever be silenced again. Thank you so much.
Guys, what do you make of this Natasha reporting this issue to the UN? Because like she said, she's not here to disgrace Nigeria, but she's here to seek for help, because it seems that the Nigeria is not even helpful. I don't see reason why they should write a petition against somebody, let me say a senior president, Ababio, and at the end of the day, he was the one that even judged the case and then still gave suspension to Natasha, and then he's still seated there. Like, what is she doing? What is he doing there? They wrote, there's an accusation, a serious one, that normally he should be suspended until a thorough investigation has been carried out. And then if he's not guilty, he'll be allowed to go. But in Nigeria, we are so much destroyed that even the person that was accused is the person that actually carried out the judgment and then now suspended the Natasha, and he's still sitting there as the senior president. So what does this picture to the outsiders? And then tomorrow we are talking about why does the outsiders hate Nigerians. These are the reasons. Our government are spoiling our names day by day. We can imagine an outsider hearing this type of thing. This thing does not even sound right to us Nigerians. Talk more of to the outsiders. Because how can a person that was accused be the person that will carry out the judgment and be the person that will declare the judgment and the result, and he's still sitting there as the senior president? He should be suspended. And thank God for Natasha that came out to even speak up all these things. Because if not, we will not even know how bad and corrupt our leaders have been or can be. Because it's so shameful that even a senator that scammed somebody in US have the mind to talk about suspension and talk about misconduct, where he is the father of misconduct, he is the baba of misconduct. Imagine losing somebody's money that paid you to come and defend her in court, and yet you did not even appear in court. Aside that, you are not even accountable and say, okay, yes, I did this, I'll pay you back the money. You disappear to Nigeria because you think that Nigeria is a place you can hide forever. Like, thank God for Trump. Like, Trump is in to wipe out any corruption, misconduct, unaccountable leaders wipe them out. I even wish that Trump even have a say in our government itself. Because this our government have failed us. We cannot even hope on them again. We cannot rely on the government anymore. Because this is injustice against senator. Because this was meant to be suspend the two senators until there's a proof that this man is guilty. If he's not guilty, then he can assume office. If he's guilty, him too should face the consequences, not the other way around. Or is it because she's a woman, and then you think that you can just impeach her and it's good like that? Thank God for the kind of woman that she is. She's a woman that is fearless, and she's not giving up. She said that she's not going to give up until Akpabio deserved the justice that he needed. And if this thing was all lies, it should have been different. But how this thing is going is proving that this thing is true. Because if it's a lie, that means he should have come out. I mean, Akpabio should have come out to say that this is a lie and address the social media, than keeping quiet, show that this might be true. And without any investigation, and then going ahead to say that this woman should be suspended because of misconduct is totally wrong to me. I don't know, to my viewers. Like I said, you can air your views there in the comment section. I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned, guys.